Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, for another video, and welcome today to the FIFA 18 career mode series, which are going to be starting, and of course we are going to be playing with Barcelona. I have mentioned this in the past. A lot of people did seem to think the idea was a good one. If you aren't interested in these videos though, not at all to worry, there will always be FIFA 18 in the title, so if you're not interested then just give these a miss, and of course the usual videos, the reviews, the previews, they will all be continuing as usual. But right now we are going to start a career mode with Barcelona, and I'm going to try and play this as realistically as possible. I'm going to try and make the signings that I feel we should be making and sell the players that I desperately feel need moving on. So we're going to start here with manager career on FIFA 18. So here we have the overview for Barcelona on FIFA 18 career mode. Domestic success is listed as critical, so is continental success. Those are all the stats there for Barcelona. However, despite the very high expectations, of course, for Barca, you are given a massive transfer budget of 114 million, and that is pounds, so that would be even more euros. I'm going to set the difficulty here to legendary, and we're going to see how that works out. I don't really know what difference it's going to be like. I thought it was okay on the last FIFA, so I'm hoping that it'll be okay on this one. 5 minutes per half. I could set it to 6, but I'm going to cut it down to 5. The currency I'm going to put in euros. The stadium is El Libertador, which is kind of looks like half a Camp Nou basically, because obviously the Camp Nou isn't on FIFA, it's on PES, and this basically looks like the Camp Nou if you took off the sort of next two tiers, so hopefully that's going to work out. And I've got the European competition in the first season, of course, because Barcelona are currently taking part in the Champions League, so that makes it realistic there. Okay, so I have named my manager Mr. Talk FCB for obvious reasons, and here we're going to go to the pre-season tournament, which has become quite a big thing in FIFA these days. You get a number of pre-season tournaments to choose from. Each of them are with different difficulties here, and they give you different prize money as well. We've got the Invitational Cup, Champions Trophy, and Asian Elite Cup. Now usually I would just go with the one with the most prize money. These two are the same, well, they're all the same difficulty here, but this one has considerably more prize money. In this tournament though, obviously there are harder teams, the likes of Bayern, PSG, Juve and Arsenal all competing, but I think it'll be good to sort of test ourselves against those opposition. I mean, we went on a US tour in real life this summer to the USA, we played some big teams out there, and it worked quite well for Valverde settling in. So I'm going to go with the Asian Elite Cup, and we're going to see how we do in our pre-season tournaments going to Asia. So we're going to have a look through our emails and the board, and you know, we're going to just assume that the board are competent on this game. Obviously we're very different to real life, but Barcelona objectives for the coming season, and we're going to have a look through here what they want us to do. They want us to sign one player with a potential over 85 to our youth squad, increase their overall by at least 10 points. They also want us to grow one youth academy players by at least 10 overall points as soon as they have grown, play them in 5 matches either as part of the starting 11 or come in as a sub. So they want us to develop some youth. That'll be no problem though, looking forward to doing that. They want us to gain 200 million earnings from shirt sales within the coming season. In terms of continental success, they expect us to win the Champions League, so not asking too much there. They want us to win the La Liga title, and they want us to win the Copa de España. So really they want us to do absolutely everything. They want us to earn a lot of money, and they want us to promote youth. So the expectations of Barcelona in the coming season are certainly high, but as they should be. Okay, so this is the starting 11 that I'm going to be using to start this season. My strongest team, I believe, right now is this. I'm going to go with Ter Stegen, Jordi Alba, Samuel Umtiti, Piqué, Semedo, Busquets, Iniesta and Rakitic in midfield, and then Suarez is off to the left, Lionel Messi in that false 9 position, and now I'm going to start the season with Ousmane Dembele on that right hand side. But I want you guys to let me know, I did say yesterday on Twitter, and it was very much 50-50, should I play Dembele as though nothing has happened, or should I play him up until Getafe and then leave him out of the team until he would be fit again, say January, in real life? So do you think I should play him without any restrictions, or should I take that injury into an account and only play him up to Getafe? So I'm going to start the season with him, but I'll wait for your thoughts on whether I should continue playing him after he suffered his injury in real life. Now, I'm one of those people that on these types of games, I do like to have 2 players for every position. I think that's really good. I like to try and use as many youth players as I can, and also in the training feature I like to always use that on youth players to try and make them the very, very best that they can be. I don't particularly like old players. I hate loans. I'll never be seen loaning anybody. You know, I don't really enjoy doing that. Maybe loaning out, but in terms of bringing in a loan, I certainly won't do that. So I like to have younger players mostly. Of course, you've got to have experience in the squad, but I am going to look to try and trim the sort of average age of Barcelona's squad. I'm going to be shifting out some dead weight, and we're going to look at possibly bringing in some of the youth players as well to strengthen our squad as a whole. And I'm going to start here by recalling some players from their loans. I don't agree that Marlon was sent out on loan to Nice, so I'm definitely going to recall him from his loan, and I'm going to pay for that, 3.8 million euros, so I'm paying already for the board's mistakes, but I'm going to do that because I want him in the team and I think he can improve a lot, and I might then choose to possibly move on Thomas Vermaelen, who you can see here is 31 years old and on absolutely massive wages. And of course I'm going to recall Sergi Samper. Still have no idea why he was loaned out. He's only cost $1 million to get him back from loan from Las Palmas, and I'm definitely going to do that. The other one that I was kind of torn about was Munir. I didn't know whether to recall him or not. I was originally planning on possibly recalling him, maybe selling Paco Alcácer, but I'm going to keep Alcácer in the squad for now. I'm going to see how he does, and I'm also going to choose to recall Munir. It's only $1 million outside of my big transfer budget, and I've got 3 young players back from loan and 3 players who could certainly grow and improve, and of course our homegrown talents. And I've just had a look at the list through of players that I'm going to possibly sell, and the first one that I'm going to put up for sale, and this is not obviously definite because I want to see what kind of offers I get, but I'm going to put Alex Vidal up for transfer. I think we have Roberto, who can play there. Of course, it really annoys me that EA have actually put Roberto as a right back. I will maybe use him in midfield, even though obviously that's not his position on here. But we've got Semedo, and also don't forget we've got young players who we could possibly bring through, and of course we can sign players as well. So I'm going to sell Vidal, or at least put him on the transfer list. I'm also going to put Vermaelen on the transfer list, and I'm also going to put Arda Turan on the transfer list as well. I think he has got a massive value as well there for him. That is massively overpriced, and also huge wages. That's got to be worth noting as well. Right now though, my maybes are Alcácer, might put him up, not quite sure yet. Also Andre Gomez, possibly thinking about putting him up. I'm going to keep Paulinho for the time being, see what sort of impact he can have. I might use him as a player off the bench as we discussed in real life. And as of everyone else so far, pretty much okay. The only other one I was possibly contemplating selling was Jasper Cillessen. And I've got no problem at all with Cillessen. I think he's actually a great goalkeeper, but I just think I'm going to be using Ter Stegen in nearly every game. And I've got Ortola there as well, who I'd quite like to use, and he's a young player as well. So for Cillessen, if I need the money, he would be somebody that I would certainly look to sell. He's also on pretty big wages as well, and he could definitely get me some revenue if I need it, because I don't really need him if I'm going to be using Ter Stegen consistently, and I can also possibly look to improve Ortola as well, who's a good young goalkeeper. So those are the players that we're going to sell. We've put Vidal up, we've put Arda up, and we've put Vermaelen up, and we're going to have to wait and see now to see if we can get any offers in for those players. And we've had 2 new offers for players here come in, both from Premier League sides. Firstly, Newcastle United want to loan Sergi Samba for the coming season. Well, I've just recalled him from Las Palmas, and I've actually paid to recall him, so the chances of me sending him out on loan again are pretty slim. So I'm going to actually block offers for Sergi Samper. I want him in the team, and I don't want to loan him out or even sell him. But West Ham have made an offer for Alex Vidal. They've offered the 6.5 million, which is what he's actually valued at, but it says here that I could possibly get a better deal, so I'm going to see if I can negotiate just a little bit to get a little bit more out of West Ham. And as you can see there, West Ham have bowed to our demands. 6.5 wasn't too bad, but just to get a bit more money out of it, we've got 6.950 accepted from West Ham, nearly 7 million euros, which is nothing though compared to what we paid for Vidal. The club paid around 18 million euros to get his signing from Sevilla, but at least now we're going to move Vidal on. We've got enough right backs. I could have used him in more advanced positions, but then I'd rather stick with Deulofeu. I've recalled Munir, of course, he's a lot younger, possibly more potential, so therefore it wouldn't be a bad sale to let him go. And with my first pre-season match approaching, Paco Alcácer has come to me and requested to play the next match. He wants to have a chance in the team, and I'm actually going to bow to that. I'm going to give him a chance today, and I'm going to give a chance to everybody who I sort of suspect may not have enough of the season ahead. So this is basically going to be a game not against too strong a opposition, just to see what I've got. I'm going to play Cillessen in goal to see whether he deserves to stay at the club. Digne, Marlon, who I've recalled, Mascherano, Semedo, Gomez, Suarez, Sergio Roberto in midfield. I'm going to see how he does there. Deulofeu off to the left, Munir to the right, and Alcácer, as he wished, down the middle. And I'm going to see what these players can give me, particularly the likes of Gomez, possibly Deulofeu, Munir, whether or not they can really step up in the coming season. And I'm also going to see what Cillessen has got in goal and see how Roberto plays in midfield, given the fact that EA have labelled him as a right back. Just in case though, on the bench I do have the usual suspects: Ter Stegen, Piqué, Busquets, Messi and Suarez if things do go wrong. So we're going to see how this match goes and see whether this team can actually perform to the level that we need in the coming season. So here is the first game of the Barcelona era under Mr. Talk FCB. It's going to be a pre-season match in the Asian Elite Cup against Al Nassr. And like I say, I'm going to be playing some players who I'm going to give a try to. I'm going to see how they perform. We're going to play in our home kit here. Paco getting his wish to start the game on Legendary. Let's see how this goes.
Hi there everybody, we've got a pre-season tournament for you. It's the Asian Elite Cup and there are group matches. This is the first round of them.
Yeah, interesting to see how these two teams match up and whether they're at the same stage of their preparations in terms of fitness.
Our match today, Barcelona against Al Nassr.
So we're going to see what happens here, and I'm going to leave you, and I'll be back when there's some big action. Into midfield with Digne, who switches it now to Deulofeu. That's a nice pass there. Alcácer getting in the middle. It's going to be a corner though, not too bad. I hate sort of long corners. I always sort of try and play my corners short, and it's very similar to Barcelona, of course. We're never used to be, that effective from corners. Nice little turn there from Munir, who clips one in. That's inviting across the bar, and oh, it's over. From Paco Alcácer. I think it was Marlon who headed that against the bar. They're coming in, steaming in, and Alcácer there really should bury that. That's a really good chance. There I am berating him for missing that one. But a good opening there. Munir down the left, getting the ball in. Marlon unlucky with the header. But here they come on the break now. It's a chance. Marlon getting out there. Good block there by Marlon. Good to see him really settling in so far. And that's why I wanted to recall him. I think his power in defence. He's pretty pacey as well. I really think he can offer us something this season. Alcácer making that movement ahead here. But Digne continuing on the ball. Here's Deulofeu. No, we're not really stringing those passes together right now. Good block there, though. Here's Paco Alcácer. What can he do better this time? Alcácer forces the keeper into a save. Better from Alcácer. I'm going to play this corner in long, see how it goes. Marlon again getting his head to it, forcing the keeper into a save. Marlon, I tell you what, he is an aerial threat in this team. Two really good headers now from two balls into the box. Just saved by the goalkeeper.
Shots on here.
Block again there by Marlon. Once again, getting his body on the line.
He's in here. Well, that is half time.
Brings us to half time, which is currently goalless. We went close. We hit the bar through Marlon. He had another chance, of course, in the corner. Another good header. He's played pretty well at the back. We've not really had much going for us in midfield. Denis Suarez, Roberto, Andre Gomez. And I am going to bring on a quick change, and it's going to be an important one. I'm going to bring on Sergio Busquets for Andre Gomez, and I really think with that change we should definitely have a bit more control in midfield for the second half. Good challenge there by Digne, who's played very well, to be fair. He has, going forward as well. He's looked pretty promising. Here's Deulofeu into Roberto. Back now to Busquets. Now Denis Suarez in midfield. Into Roberto. Now Busquets is going to control things there. Lovely little pass to Alcácer. Nice little turn as well. Alcácer hits the bar. What is going on here? We're attracted to that goalpost. That was a really nice move there. Busquets into Alcácer, and he smashes it against the frame of the goal. But Roberto now attacking. Cleared away. Really unlucky we've been in the final third so far. Here's Deulofeu down that left-hand side. We know that he's got pace. He's trying to use it. Deulofeu. Corner it'll be.
Coming up now, a corner for Barcelona.
Whipped in this time. On the edge of the box now. Mascherano's going to have a go. Oh, he's done it! Javier Mascherano, of all people, rifles in an unlikely hero. I am absolutely... when I took this on, I thought it was going to be a good joke. He hits it with his weak foot. His weak foot, he strikes that. Smashes it into the top corner, and I am gobsmacked. What an unlikely hero. Only his second goal ever in Barcelona colours. Javier Mascherano lets one rip. And there is the first goal of our pre-season and the first goal under Mr. Talk FCB. And Mascherano, I tell you what a stun. We will struggle to get a better goal for that for a very long time, I'm sure. What a strike that was from Javier Mascherano. But anyway, on with the game. You know, we want to keep a clean sheet down the other end. And I'm going to take this opportunity, 20 odd minutes from time here, to make a few more changes. Pre-season, of course, so we can make as many as we can. But what I'm just going to do is bring on Lionel Messi. I'm going to play him over on the right. And I just want to have a look at Lionel Messi on this game. How devastating is this man going to be? Marlon into midfield with Denis Suarez. Now Alcácer, but hasn't really been that great, Alcácer. He had that one moment of magic, you know, that shot that cannoned off the crossbar. He's unlucky. Now Roberto looking long for Lionel Messi over the top. That's a nice pass. Great first touch from Messi. Looking to play it back. Alcácer's there, so is Denis Suarez. Penalty kick given. I didn't think he was going to give it there, but that was a penalty. You can see there Denis Suarez clearly taken out from behind. It was a bit of good luck that it fell to him. Alcácer missed the header, but it did fall to Denis Suarez here, and you can see there it's unfortunate, but a penalty kick it is. And of course the king, Lionel Messi, will take the penalty. Only just come on, but a chance here to score from the spot. Lionel Messi. Oh, it's saved. Wow. Saved there, the penalty from Messi. Great save it was, to be fair. High and off to the right, but unfortunately, we haven't been able to get Messi off the mark yet this season, but don't worry, I'm sure it won't take long. Deulofeu into the box. Shame that Mascherano's not on the edge to clatter another one in, but it's not the case this time. But on the break here, Al Nassr. Mascherano, though, the man now at the other end, keeping the goals out. Stops that comfortably. Into midfield, and now Deulofeu's off down this right. He's all alone. Deulofeu in on goal. Oh, he scuffed it. What on earth was that there? Deulofeu completely free there, in on goal, and he hasn't finished that off at all. Sergio Busquets, the great little tackle in midfield, and now he can start the move. Deulofeu again down this left-hand side, trying to make quick progress. Lovely little bit of play by Deulofeu. He's got men to his right. Squares it back. Sergi Roberto! 2-0. And a wonderful goal, it really was. Down the right with Deulofeu. Nice bit of skill. Onto the edge of the box to Roberto, who's clearly very happy about that one. And a lovely finish into the back of the net. I wanted to have a look at how good Roberto would be in this midfield role. And I think in this game we've certainly seen that it's not going to affect him that he's placed it right back. Deulofeu here, cuts it back, one touch out of his feet and a beautiful finish. Top right corner, same corner that Mascherano scored from. And a lovely goal there from Sergi Roberto to really seal the win. 2-0 here against Al Nassr. Roberto getting back in there again really nicely. Busquets, can he find... Oh, he does find Lionel Messi. What a ball that is. Messi down the left. Can he get a goal before the game is out? Lionel Messi cutting inside. Doesn't work there, but Deulofeu goes for it. Just over the bar. And that will be the game. 2-0 it's finished here. Barcelona against Al Nassr. Our first win under the new era and our first win of pre-season. It wasn't probably as comfortable as maybe it was expected to be, but I gave a lot of sort of fringe players a run out today to see what they could do. 2-0 it finished. Stunning goal from Mascherano, followed up by a nice assist from Deulofeu into Sergi Roberto, and in the end, pretty comfortable, decent signs. We're building, we're trying to improve, and so far the players that were out there were pretty impressive today on the whole and showed that they possibly could be in the squad for the coming season. And following our first pre-season game and our win, we have received a new transfer offer for Thomas Vermaelen, and we've actually received the offer from Paris Saint-Germain, who've offered the full €7.5 million, which is actually more than his value, but it says here that I could negotiate a better deal, and usually, you know, I would accept this because Thomas Vermaelen, €7.5 million, pretty good deal, but you know what, it's PSG, so I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to negotiate it. I'm going to get the very most that I possibly can out of Nasser Al-Khelaifi. I'm going to propose a new transfer fee, and I'm going to say sort of similar to what I did with Alex Vidal. You know, PSG, no, you know what, PSG have got the money. They've got the money, so you either pay it or you don't want him and I'll sell him to someone else. Up to you, Unai. Take it or leave it. And PSG have bowed to our demands. So that's good. That's for Marlon and Alex Vidal out the door, so a good bit of transfer revenue coming back in there. And so very shortly we are going to have a chance to look into some new signings. But Alcázar here is saying, thanks boss, it was really good to be given the opportunity to play. He was happy. The next transfer offer that we have received has been for Arda Turan, and I am absolutely gobsmacked. Bayern Munich want to pay 21.7 million euros for 30-year-old Arda Turan. Now, it says here that I could negotiate a better deal, but I'm just going to accept that. I'm going to absolutely snap Bayern's hand off for 20-odd million for Arda Turan. It's more big wages off the wage bill, more aging players leaving the club, and that is exactly what we should have done this summer in moving those players on. Even if it was accepting lower bids than this, of course, we still should have got rid of them. Absolutely no doubt about that. So that is as far as I'm going to take it in this first episode, guys. We played our first game of the season. We've had a look at our squad. We've tried to sell some players on. We've had offers accepted coming in for Vermaelen, for Arda Turan, for Alex Vidal. So we're trying to get rid of some dead wood. I've got a game against Bayern Munich coming up next in the Asian Elite Cup in pre-season. So we're going to be having a look at that game next time in the next episode. And also in the next episode, we are going to be looking at incomings on, of course, new signings. So I want you guys to let me know, who do you think I should sign, who do you think I should bring in, who I should try and target for the coming season. Is there anybody else that you think I should sell? And also don't forget to remind me whether or not I should play Ousmane Dembele after the Tafe game. How realistic do you want me to make this? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know as well what you thought of this series. And like I said, if you don't enjoy the video, guys, don't worry, the usual videos will be continuing as always. This is just something a little bit extra to do, possibly next week when the international break is sort of taking over and there's not really much Barca news going around. This will be what you sort of look at to maybe have a bit of entertainment. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below on the series and any signings you want me to make. I'll see you for episode 2 hopefully very soon if you did enjoy it. But until then, as always, Vesca El Barça!